not fizzy, so it
No,
didn't have that.
It didn't.
Oh yeah, it's not fizzy.
But
It's just like iced tea.
I got none of that. But what is up, guys? It's your boy Payne here. Welcome back to another episode of Gamechat. Today we are finally recording another episode.
After what, a year?
After literally a year and a few months, so months. But we are getting back together to go ahead and do this. There's no excuses for our absence. We've just been
Busy, lazy. Combination of both.
Apparently we had written this. Well, Damien had written the script months, like early in the year actually, and I kind of ignored it, or I never received it.
I don't think you saw it.
So, you know, the podcast could have been done and recorded literally months ago at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, I wanted to do a mid-season, so we had a mid-season prediction to our original predictions for the Premier League, but it didn't happen. But that's okay.
Yeah. So, you know, the Premier League season of the 21-22 season is now done. We are now heading into the second week of the 22-23 season so far, but there's still some transfers that are yet to be done, to be, concluded, and there's obviously a lot more stuff coming later around in the year. But yeah, let's just go ahead and jump into this, I guess,
Yeah.
But I guess let's start off just mad random. Just what have you been doing since
the last podcast?
Since the last podcast. What's
Same. Finally, I'm getting a new job soon. Still working at Home Depot. Same old for me.
Yeah.
Got a new cat.
Yes, he does have a new cat. What's his name?
Pablo the Diablo.
Pablo the Diablo.
That's what I call him. He's really annoying, but he's a kitty, so it's to be expected.
Yeah, he's a very small little black and white cat. And I told Damien when he introduced me to his new cat is that my uncle is actually called Pablo. So I was like, whenever I meet Pablo, I'm gonna call him Tio Pablo because, yeah, Pablo is my uncle. That's my uncle's name. But me, I've been, still at the same job. I have, I started February with a new girlfriend, so I have a girlfriend now, and stuff. So we've been at that. There's not much else.
Funko addiction grew.
Yeah, my Funko addiction did grow during this little hiatus from the podcast. As you guys may know and been seeing from the videos, I've been doing unboxings now. I don't know how much longer I want to keep this going. Maybe I'll probably reduce it to like one box.
They have been doing really well.
Yeah. So we'll see, but I am having fun with them. It's a hobby that I've gotten into. It's maybe not the best hobby because it intends for me to spend money every week. But hey, it's still pretty cool because I think my first week I made my money back for sure from what I had pulled that week. And then everything else has been moderate. You guys will see what I had packed in my recent videos. And you can be the judge of that. It's all pretty much based on
better
your
to
interest.
Spend $15 for that than $15 of FIFA points, though.
Yeah.
This is what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah. So yeah, that's all I've been doing, to be honest. It's not much. It's just pretty chill, just chill. Summer's almost over, which I'm really thankful for. Although horrible. I think it's gonna last a little longer. I think I was reading in the news or something that
global warming. I'm not surprised. Yeah. I'm ready for it to be cold again.
I am definitely
the heat
ready.
Is bad.
Nah, I think last month was the worst.
It was like 100 for a whole week.
For
that
like
heat wave we had was bad.
It was disgusting.
Yeah, it was.
And
not great.
I was telling my girlfriend the other day, I think this is the summer that I spent the most time in my whole life outside.
Oh,
and it's literally been because of her. Cause she's always wants to go out.
I've been trying to stay inside to get out of that heat.
Yeah.
I feel bad for Europeans in general. They had that one heat wave, but they don't have air conditioners over there.
Really?
They're not common.
Wow.
Like my whole family, none of them in Poland have air conditioning except for my grandma because her house is newly renovated.
Okay.
But I remember in England, I have a lot of friends in England from my group chat. They were all complaining. It's like 110 degrees there, no ACs. They just got the fan on and the window open, and
that does not help.
Yeah, we can't really be complaining in here. Yeah. I got AC in every room in my house.
Yeah. What we do at my place is we turn on my AC and my sister's AC, and that ventilates the house really nice.
Yeah. That's all you need.
So, yeah, but yeah, this is probably the hottest summer in a long time. Alright, because I go out for 10 minutes and I'm already soaking wet. Yeah. No joke. Yeah. I'm already soaking in sweat, and it's disgusting. I don't like that. And I keep telling my sister, I keep telling my girlfriend, I'm like, yo, I am done with this summer. Like, this needs to go, because I want the natural AC. You know, I want it to be fall already.
I had a family coming over from Poland.
Yeah.
And I was essentially their tour guide.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine walking around Manhattan, walking the Brooklyn Bridge.
My God. Oh, not the
when
bridge.
It's 100 degrees outside. It was torture, but they enjoyed it, so it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, my dad's parents, my grandparents came as well from Mexico, and my grandma, when she went back to Mexico, apparently she was complaining that she was dehydrated most of the time.
I'm not surprised.
So yeah, it's disgusting. I'm just ready for that to be over. But as summer is coming to a close, so is the transfer window.
Right.
For this season. So let's just go ahead and just touch up on that. Like,
window?
Yeah, the transfer windows.
Transfer window has been, as a United fan, horrible.
Okay.
The whole De Jong saga. We could talk about that.
Oh.
I don't even know if I want him at this point. He doesn't want to come to the club, and I've said this on previous occasions. I think I mentioned in the last a previous podcast we did where we was talking about Dybala.
Yeah.
Where agreements were made between United and Juventus, and he didn't want to come.
Mm-hmm.
And I always say, if a player doesn't want to play for us, then they're not going to play for us.
Right.
It's not going to work out. Look at Di Maria, look at Depay.
That's true.
Countless players. They don't want to play there, they're not going to work out. Look at Pogba. So I think I don't even want De Jong at this point. I want us to put our focus on someone who actually would want to play for United, want to play on the Ten Hag system, which is why I'm happy we're signing more players that he has coached before, because I think
sign the whole Ajax team.
Honestly, at this point, Lisandro Martinez, I think, is honestly gonna be top 5 defenders in the Premier League this season.
Okay.
I think he is extremely underrated. Any article you see about him, he's short. He's 5'9". He's too short for Premier League. Last game against Brighton, we lost. We did horribly. He was my star player. He was the best player on the team. He wins the ball. He's great. Malacia, our left back, I think he's gonna do good, but that's like for the future. He's gonna be like a backup for Shaw since Tellez is out.
And is he being transferred out too?
Yeah, he's transferred to, I believe, Sevilla.
One of those Spanish teams.
It's a loan.
Oh, it's a loan.
And Ericsson on free is a really good transfer.
Oh, for sure. Someone experienced in the midfield. Yeah. He
had a great season. With. Right? No.
It was Brentford, yeah.
So I think he's gonna be good, but we're not gonna compete for anything if we don't make a few more transfers. Mm-hmm. We need an attacker and a CDM, most importantly, I think.
Fair.
Yeah. Chelsea, that's another.
Yeah, we're at Chelsea's end. It's been a very dramatic summer with the close competition with Barcelona, actually. Mm-hmm. And it's been really dumb, just like literally, I kid you not, I've seen memes about it where it's like, if Chelsea want a player, Barcelona was copying our our little transfers and stuff. They managed to take Rafinha from us. They managed to also take who else was it? It was Rafinha and then Koundé. Lewandowski. I don't actually know if that was 100% concrete, but I think that was probably rumored. But they took also Lewandowski. And yeah, I mean, we went on to sign, who was it? Cucurella.
You know how I feel about that. I don't think he's worth all the money. For him being the most expensive fullback in history.
Yeah.
Is, I think, a scam. He's 25. He's good. He's Premier League proven, kind of. He had a really good season, but I don't think he was worth all that money. But I think that paying all that money is the only way you were going to get him, as, what was it, City and Tottenham were also in for him?
Yeah, I think City and Tottenham. I think, City was about to finalize or something, but we came in and we offered, I think, 10 mil more.
Cucurella will do good. Chilwell replacement, I guess. And Alonso
leaving.
to be leaving.
Yeah, Alonso's leaving to Barcelona, and then
that's if they could
register him.
Register their players.
No, I think they. I think today they activated their fourth leveler. I think.
Yeah.
I said it to you earlier. They sold 25 or 24.5% of Barca to this studio for 100 mil. So if you guys hear this little like rustling of a plastic, that's Damien's cat Pablo. He's being a little rascal. But yeah, it's been a really interesting transfer market, to be honest. I'm hoping, as every Chelsea fan knows, I'm really hoping we do go ahead and sign a striker. Right now, the name in question is Aubameyang. And honestly, though, I wouldn't mind because he did have a pretty good season at Barcelona, that half season that he had at Barcelona.
See, when I saw y'all run for Aubameyang, I was like, okay, he obviously did great for Dortmund, okay for Arsenal. And then I saw the clip of the Arsenal documentary of how he left the club.
Okay.
He didn't tell them. He was supposed to be at training. He went behind their backs and flew to Barcelona.
Really?
Yeah, after seeing that, and he was the captain.
Oh, wow. I didn't know
He
that.
got stripped of the captaincy for I'm not sure what reason. I'm sure they had a reason. He got upset and he did that. I don't think y'all should go for Aubameyang at all.
Wow. I mean, hey, anyone, I think he wasn't the only one who ran away from Arsenal who wasn't. Willian literally ripped his contract.
That's true.
So if anybody wants to leave Arsenal, I understand and I have no judgment against that because it's Arsenal. I'm a Chelsea fan. So, if you want to leave Arsenal and then come to Chelsea, how many ex-Arsenal players did really well for us?
Yeah, Chelsea and Arsenal are interchangeable at this point with the players they
We
sign
get all of their good players
and you
in
give
their
them
prime,
all the
and we give them all of our retiring
retirement
players.
Yeah.
So, I guess that's a good trade on our end, if you ask me.
Watch Thiago Silva go there next season.
Imagine. I hope not, because he's been a really big fan of Chelsea, and I really like that about him.
He's been doing really good. I think even at his age, I think he's been top 5
fantastic
best defenders in the league.
Fantastic. And now we got Koulibaly there too.
Koulibaly
is a machine.
Chelsea overall, Sterling, a lot of people give Sterling shit. I do think he's a really good player. 100% prime proven, but
good on the ball,
no
very
loyalty,
fast.
But
definitely no loyalty.
But he's good. Koulibaly is a ridiculously good signing. I think one more maybe signing in the midfield, and you guys are set.
Yeah, we are also in talks with, just like Man United, we're also in talks of signing De Jong, but the same thing with Damien. Although you have to see it both ways, right? Because he wants to stay at Barcelona because he says it's his favorite club and so on and so forth. But Barcelona owe him about, 17 million euros in wages, okay? And that's kind of messed up. Like, I get Barcelona is, I guess going broke right now, but they're still out here managing to spend millions of dollars on these players and then having to register them and then giving them wages, and you can't pay your players wages. And then the Barcelona fans are the most fakest ones there, because instead of backing the players, they're not even asking, they're literally, I think he went to training the other day and they were literally just, booing him for not taking a salary cut.
Yeah.
Like, why would you do that,
It's honestly ridiculous. I don't know why UEFA is allowing this.
Yeah, it's
they should look into this. They should honestly even relegate them for that. Like, what they're doing is illegal.
It's unethical.
They have not even unethical. It's straight up illegal. It's straight up a crime. Like, it's going behind contracts like that has to be illegal. Like, they need to look into this. I don't know.
And it's not just De Jong neither. It's also I think
everyone.
PK's
agreed to play for free.
Wow.
Like, you shouldn't have to ask your players to not make it. Like, if your boss came up to you tomorrow, you could love your job. If your boss comes up to you, says, "Oh, you're gonna work the exact same job that you're working right now, but you're gonna pay half the money," everyone's gonna quit.
Yeah.
But for Barcelona, and then did they hire someone new that's making twice as much as you? How are you gonna feel?
Yeah. So it's a whole mess.
Can't afford De Jong, but then make 6-7 crazy transfers. Lewandowski's making what, 300,000-400,000 a week probably. It's ridiculous. At Barcelona, I was never a fan of them. Even less of a fan of them now.
Yeah.
And it sucks that I'm gonna have to watch them because I love Lewandowski too much. I think he should have stayed at Bayern too, 100%.
or went somewhere else, to be honest. You know,
Or
but
no
I
one
get
else
it.
needed him.
Yeah, I get it. He's securing the bag because he's. I'm not trying to call him old, but
He's getting there. He's what, 32?
Yeah, something like that. So,
33.
I understand him.
I would
Trying to
have
secure
taken
the
him
bag.
at United in a heartbeat.
Of course, and I think we should have gotten him for sure.
He's one of those world class players that would fit into any team in the world. I think he might have went to PSG. Well, no, 'cause Haaland would have went there, right? If the whole Mbappe saga too, with the whole that was crazy. But yeah, this transfer window is definitely crazier. One of the crazier ones.
Crazy, a lot of controversy. Again, I still think we need a decent striker to join our team, because I honestly think, we did all of these, these signings in the defense, to secure and back up the defense. We still, I think, need a midfielder, but most importantly, I think we do need a striker because we have no striker right now.
Yeah.
We just now got rid of Werner and we sent them back to Leipzig. Lukaku is just a whole different story that I don't want to talk about. And so we're just left with Kai Havertz and potentially even Sterling to play as strikers, but they're not strikers.
No.
So it would be nice if we went to go ahead and sign a striker. I have no idea who that could be. But again, if Aubameyang is the last option and he has
think
worked...
of any other strikers that are even available right now.
I think he has. I'm not 100% sure how 100% factual this is. But I think he has worked with Tuchel back in the past. Then I think that could work. It could possibly work. And that's why we were also trying to go for Dembele from Barca. But that didn't go through.
Contract.
Yeah, he had signed a new contract. He was a free agent. And then he still ended up re-signing for Barcelona because of whatever things that they were going through at the time.
Yeah.
But honestly, I think if we don't sign a striker, at least a striker, I don't think we could be competing high up.
No.
I would say maybe by the skin of our teeth or whatever that saying is. I think if we get anywhere near top 5 would be a miracle.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's my take on that.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. Y'all need a striker. We need players too, but I don't think. Knowing United and the Glazers... Well, there's a protest coming up soon.
Oh, is there?
The Empty Old Trafford, it's called.
Oh.
And what United fans are actually trying to do is... Not this weekend, because this weekend we're playing away, but the weekend after that we're playing home against Liverpool. That they want to completely have the stadium empty.
Wow.
And everyone now... It's been like the closest I think it's ever been for the Glazers to actually sell the club. There's, I forget his name, Ratcliffe I think his name is, who is considering buying the club, and they're trying to put in a hostile bid, which essentially is going to tell the Glazers, listen, your time is up, here's money, leave the club, no questions asked, that's it. I think if that happens, then we could be competing for titles, but without that, I have no hope, even under Ten Hag, who I think is a really good manager.
That's crazy. A whole bunch of ownerships being swapped around, with Chelsea being sold to I don't know how to pronounce this name, but I think it's Bowley. I have no clue. I'm sorry. Because of the whole
Russia-Ukraine situation.
Which
I think Chelsea got very harshly punished for.
Yeah, it was messed. We had nothing to do with it.
The actual Chelsea, the owner did.
Abramovich.
He did.
I think he was trying to distance himself from it, but because he
did fund
had
Putin's
connections.
presidency.
Yeah, because he had connections.
So he did
to
enable
Putin,
it.
then...
So I get that whole side of it, but then there was little unnecessary things, like even FIFA removing Chelsea players from the game. It was very dumb. Havertz isn't driving a tank to Ukraine. It's that part was really dumb. The only thing I got was Abramovich's situation.
It's like Mourinho said years back. There's always going to be an agenda against Chelsea. I don't know what it is, but we're all I feel like we're the ones to get picked on, and even though I understand that Abramovich had connections or has connections to Putin, but they were quickly to forget what he did during COVID.
Of course, but I think if you're sanctioning a country and they're trying to fully impose as the harshest sanctions they can, they have to do it every single thing, even if it's something petty like a football club owner. Because the money he's making, it's still helping the Russian government in some sort of way. He's still paying taxes to the Russian government. He's still friends with Putin. So that I understand. But yeah, Chelsea definitely harshly punished for that. But things are looking on the up and up for now. Your owners don't seem too bad. They're letting you sign players.
Yeah, Boehly is literally not kidding around by splashing the cash if we really need it.
Yeah.
Cucurella, do we really need him? Probably, because Chilwell is right now recovering from last year's ACL or whatever it was that he had for the rest of the season last year.
Yeah.
So we did need a decent backup. Alonso's leaving, so I think, splashing some money on a backup or someone who could possibly replace Chilwell. I wouldn't want Chilwell replaced because I still think he's pretty good. Still, I think they're both the same age. I'm not sure. Or maybe he's a year younger, or I don't know, possibly.
25.
Yeah, I think Chilwell is probably 24 or 25. So maybe about the same age or maybe a year younger. But either way, I still feel like, we still need that striker for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing we could talk about, I pulled it up here, our Premier League predictions from last season.
Okay.
So, I think we go through the top 5 and then the bottom 3. Middle we don't need to look at.
Gotcha.
So if you want to pull up the season, the transfer window, the Premier League table from last season.
Oh, the Premier League table.
Yeah, so you can compare. Well, firstly, we both had City first.
Which was
correct.
Correct.
After that, you could see our bias in this. I had United second, you had Chelsea second, which, I mean, honestly, Chelsea, I think, did worse than they should have.
Okay.
I expected them to do a lot better, to win more. Did you guys win any trophies? No, right?
No, I don't think we did. No.
No, yeah.
Oh, actually, we did win
the
Super Cup, and we also won the World Club.
True.
Cup.
Yeah, but that's technically from last season. The season before.
Yeah,
I think this season. I think at least the EFL or Carabao, whatever you want to call it, Cup. But obviously it was Liverpool City dominance.
Yeah, it really was the Liverpool City dominance.
So we did both have Liverpool in third.
Okay.
Which was also harsh, but we were not too far. Then we both had Leicester in fourth. Which they did bad. I think they finished mid-table, right?
They finished 8th place.
Yeah.
Last season.
I think, and who finished fourth? West Ham?
Fourth was Tottenham.
Tottenham. We both had Tottenham. You had them 5th, and I had them 6th.
Wow.
No, other way around, sorry. But, yeah, and then, like I said, I had Spurs 5th, you had them 6th. You had Villa in 5th.
And they ended, where are they? They literally...
They almost got relegated, no?
They were in 14th.
Okay, no. I think there was one point where they were. I think the one thing we need to talk about is Everton. I had them finishing 10th, you had them finishing 9th. They were fighting relegation.
They were on 16th.
they almost got relegated. Our predictions weren't great. And then to be relegated, I had Brentford, Norwich, Watford. Mm-hmm. And you had Watford, Brighton, Burnley. And who got relegated?
No. I had them the other way. I had Brentford, Norwich, Watford, and you had Watford, Brighton, Burnley. I'm left and you're right.
So you had United second, and I had... Oh, there's no United here at all. Oh, I had United first. I am so sorry. So you had Chelsea first. I had United first.
Yeah,
okay, I was looking at this the wrong way around.
That's where the bias was. I was like, I think you should be there.
No,
okay,
yeah, you're right.
So the bias was that I thought Chelsea was going to win the league, and he thought that United was going to win the league last season.
I don't think I truly believed we would. It was more of like I have to back my team.
I think you might have said that in the video, but you were like, I think. I'm not 100% sure.
I thought we would do better than we did with just everything that happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not surprised how we finished. We got Europa League now coming up, but
I think in English league standards, it definitely was a Manchester City and a Liverpool dominance because both City and Liverpool, City won the league with 93 points and Liverpool was just in second with 92.
You saw that last game. It was crazy. Mm-hmm. Where they were both scoring goal after goal on both sides and City. Luckily, I'm saying I'm not a fan of City, but obviously as a United fan, I'm not gonna like Liverpool more.
Right.
So luckily, and if Liverpool won the treble, United fans would have nothing to brag about. So I'm happy that we're still the only English team to do so back in '99. So yeah, I think we could have done better. I think you can also agree Chelsea should have done better.
Yeah, we were in third. We were definitely miles away from reaching any of Liverpool or City. Tottenham was just 3 points behind us. Arsenal was in fifth, so we're still the best team in London. I don't give a damn what anyone says. United ended up sixth. And then the three teams that got relegated was Burnley, Watford, and Norwich. Was there any team that surprised you in where they
Everton. I think Everton was always known as the best of the worst. Or no, the best of the rest. Mm-hmm. So you had the top five, and then it was always Everton 6 or 7.
Right.
They were always good, for what they are. They were always decent. But for them to be fighting relegation, I think insane. Really shocked me. And now they lost their star striker to Tottenham.
Do you want to go over the price? Because that price amazed me when I saw it.
How much was it?
I think he sold for 100 mil.
Oh, wow.
I think. I could be wrong, but high. I think I might have sent it to you. I don't know how 100% factual that is, but when I saw that, whether it was a joke or not, I was just there like, really?
Yeah.
When?
Yeah.
When did that happen? It didn't even blow up, online.
But I think everyone's worth 100 million now.
You think so?
I think anyone who's half decent, who has half a brain, will sell for 100 million because the market's so inflated. And I think that's honestly Neymar's fault.
Oh.
For his crazy, 220 million? Something like that. And I think after that, and Pogba being the first 100 million player, and everyone was talking about, oh my god, a player with 100 million is ridiculous. And now everyone's 100 million. Nunez is 100 million. He played one season.
I think the average, I remember back then when 25 mil was a lot.
25 million got you a good player.
Yeah.
And now you got at least 70, 80.
70, 80, yeah. So, when I hear now, we got him for 50 or we got him for 40, I think that's cheap.
Yeah.
That's cheap now. So, you could say what you said about Cucurella, but I
see what you're saying. I think any left back or right back that was purchased now would have been like Maguire being the most expensive center back or Kepa being the most expensive goalkeeper.
Yeah.
I think any goalkeeper that transferred now would have beaten that record because the records are going to keep breaking because of the inflation. But inflation
is a real thing.
Yeah.
That's something my girlfriend would always say, and it's kind of annoying that it's true, but you could see that everywhere, literally, and especially now in our
especially in New York.
Soccer. Yeah. Yeah, so it's a crazy transfer window, but it's coming to a close, and then that's when the good season starts to come in because we got in these fresh new players.
You know who's gonna play. Like every game now, watching United, is Ronaldo gonna stay? Is he gonna leave?
Right.
PSG's into Rashford now. You saw that?
Yeah, I saw that.
But
literally before I was coming here.
PSG wanted to pay 70 million. United said 120 million. So I don't think that's gonna go through. Yeah. But if he wants to leave, I don't want any of the players in the current team. If they want to leave, I don't care. Mm-hmm. I don't care at this point. I love Bruno. If he doesn't want to stay, bye. That's not the kind of mentality I think the club needs right now.
Yeah, I feel like you said, and we've also said it in the past, where it's like if you don't want to play, then you're not going to give your 100%, and if you're just there for the money, then...
Yeah, that's why I'm happy Pogba left. I liked him, but the more managers that came and went, the more I think Mourinho was right in calling him a virus. Everyone crucified Mourinho for saying that because he was everyone's star boy and everyone loved him, but he might have been right. I hate to say it, but he might have been right.
Yeah, you don't know how good you have it until it's gone.
Yeah.
And I think Mourinho still is very happy that he ended up second place that season.
He keeps talking about it. Every single time I open Instagram or Twitter, it's that quote that he's saying that it's his biggest accomplishment in his history. And he's not wrong. We weren't close to winning the league that year to City, but coming second was impressive for United, considering we haven't won a trophy since he left.
Yeah, that's true. You with him, you won the Europa League, right?
Won the mini treble.
The mini treble. So it definitely is something to consider. Maybe Mourinho still has some kick. He last year he won the European Conference League. What it was? First European trophy for Roma.
Yeah, and now they got that ball. I think Roma's gonna do really good. They have a chance of, especially with the downfall of Juve, they have a chance of competing for the actual the league trophy.
The league, yeah, and then Inter's still up there, I think. Milan is, just recently coming out of winning the...
Inter got a brand new striker now.
Yeah, Inter got a brand new striker. Oh, I wonder who it is, He's never played there before.
No, definitely
Let's see.
6 months ago.
Honestly, I don't know. I have to... I don't know. I don't remember what I said about the transfer window last season about my opinions on Lukaku. But... maybe I'm contradicting myself, but I sort of didn't have that much confidence in him coming.
Yeah.
Because I already knew what type of player he was when he was at United. Was I hoping that he would be different? Yeah, I think everyone was hoping that.
He was 110 million player that you guys signed. You're going to hope he's going to do good. But...
and he was just very excited to come. He seemed very motivated. And then the first game against Arsenal, he scored 2. I was like, whoa, I think maybe. But I try not to hype him up that much because, I know. I just know. Yeah. So then what happened, and I was very disappointed. I was like, wow, we could have really invested that on something, into someone else. Maybe less than that. But yeah, Inter now have finally got him back. I think we're loaning him for 2 years, and then after that, I think it might be a priority to sign. I'm not 100% sure. I don't really know because I'm really just trying not to think about Lukaku
that was
because
a bad situation.
That was just a lose situation for us and a win for Inter because they got 100 mil and now they got him back for loan. I think he got a wage cut for that. But
Chelsea got scammed.
We did get scammed.
Straight up, Chelsea got scammed.
Yeah,
in that situation.
Unfortunately, again, first it was Kepa and now it was Lukaku.
Yeah.
And I think Kepa, I think he's in talks to sign with Napoli. Oh, wow. Because I think Sarri wants him back.
That's surprising.
Yeah, I know.
I
know. So, yeah, that's the situation going on with Kepa. Little info if anyone didn't know.
That's funny.
So, again, we're going to do a little mini prediction. Let's just do top 6.
Top 6?
Let's do top 6. What do you think is going to happen?
So, champion, it has to be City. It's got to be City. No one else.
I agree.
Like, signing Haaland especially, even Alvarez, who I really wanted at United. Mm-hmm. Their biggest problem last season was no strikers. And now they have a striker. And they still won the league. And now they have a striker. I don't know. I think they're going to be untouchable. I think you can agree with that. Yeah,
because especially with the signing like Haaland, who just scored 2 in their first game back of the season.
And then was disappointed he didn't get a hat-trick in the interview.
So.
His mentality is crazy for that young age.
How old is he? Like 21, 22?
Yeah, 21, I think.
Man.
And then second place, I think United. No. I think we both can agree Liverpool as well.
You think so?
100%.
They were just struggling in the first game. They tied, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
They didn't seem the same type of team without Mane on the left.
I think Alvarez is gonna do good. I think he needs to not Alvarez. Nunez is gonna do good. I think he just needs to settle into the Premier League. I think they'll be off to a slow start, and that's why they won't win the league. But I still think they will finish second. Salah just signed a new contract recently. So yeah, I think. Do you disagree? You think you'd put someone else second?
I'm trying to not be biased here and say.
I mean, if you genuinely think they'll finish second.
Because I think they also are being presented with injuries now, so early on in the season. I might have either. I saw something like that on ESPN.
For Liverpool?
Last night, yeah, for Liverpool. Something about no panic buyings due to injuries or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. I could have been reading it wrong. It was 2 a.m. in the morning. But I know it was something that Klopp had said.
You have a lot of injuries. Looking, Thiago's out till late September. Mm-hmm. Tsimikas is lightly injured. Konate is injured. Jota's injured. Jones, Keller, and Oxlade-Chamberlain are injured. But, I mean, they still have their depth is really good. It's not as good as City's, but
Mm-hmm.
I think the depth's good enough for them to finish second. I don't know.
So definitely right now, I think Nunes is like a wild card because we don't know how he's gonna play in the Premier League. So I can't really say, oh yeah, they're gonna be second because they've signed him. Just because he's 100 mil doesn't mean he's gonna be playing like someone who's worth 100 or deserve to be, considered highly because he was sold and bought for 100 mil. So I wouldn't say. Okay, in terms of what we have right now, what we have in front of us right now, I can say that I'll give it to Liverpool to finish second again. Only because I think first, second, and third is going to be the same thing as last season.
Yeah.
So it's going to be City with the winners, Liverpool second, and Chelsea third. But I think if Chelsea can go ahead and sign a really good striker, and then if they want to plug in the midfield to secure and have that decent midfield, I think we could probably even end up second. Maybe.
See, I would put Chelsea fourth.
Fourth?
I do think Arsenal's going to have a great season.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. I think there's a lot of hype around Jesus and etc. Everyone thinks they're going to win the league. All the Arsenal fans, obviously, which I don't think is going to happen.
I mean, that's how they felt when they saw Willian, and then look what happened.
Yeah, Jesus is not even... he's played in the Prem, but he's not Prem proven. But
I'm upset we didn't get him.
Are you, though?
I am, because Jesus is decent. He's definitely a proven Premier League striker when he had his good games. Yeah. Was it his fault that he didn't really succeed at Man City?
No, I think it's Pep's fault.
Yeah, so I think if you give him the opportunity and the space to grow, then I think he could be a really decent striker. And they sold him for mad cheap. I think it was like 30 mil.
Yeah, it was really cheap. And did Arsenal sign anyone else? They had to have.
I know they got back their French center back from loan, Saliba, who's been rated very highly by everybody. I think he was on loan. Sorry if you heard me burp. We're just over here drinking. I think they loaned him somewhere in League One. I don't remember where, but apparently he's praised highly by everybody who knows of him. And I think they have a pretty good center back. That's not a signing, but to have him back in your team, you in some ways you can consider it as a signing. But I don't remember if they did sign anyone else. I don't know. I'm not really into Arsenal like that.
I don't know. I'll put them third, just for the sake of it. I'll put Chelsea fourth. I'm gonna put. Well, who are you putting fourth before we continue?
Honestly, that's a very good question because I don't really know. But I think, if we're being honest, I think maybe I would swap. No, I think I would also keep Tottenham fourth.
I agree.
Because I think in my opinion, I think I would still keep how it ended last year the same way this year. Because like we said before, Spurs went on and signed Richarlison.
Yeah.
For it's 60 mil, not 100 mil, but 60 mil in euros. They signed him for 60 mil. I think they made of the Kulusevski signing official from Juventus. Or maybe he's still there on loan. I'm not 100% sure, but he did have a really decent season when he got loaned out.
He's definitely like a fan favorite.
Yeah, so he's definitely one who might even push them to either stay at fourth or maybe even compete for third. Who knows? I think Arsenal is definitely gonna not be in fifth. I don't know who else would be in fifth. We said top 6, right? Or top 5.
I would put United there.
United.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think because it's so early on in the season, so just because they lost their first game doesn't mean they're gonna keep losing.
Yeah.
They are under new management, so they are going to have to get used to the new system that Ten Hag is trying to implement.
Yeah.
So it's gonna take some time. So even if they finish fourth or even third, I think that's still good enough.
Yeah.
In my opinion. So I definitely don't. So I would say keep the first 3 the same way it ended last season.
Yeah.
Then I would put Tottenham 4th,
Yeah.
United 5th, and Arsenal 6th. Just because,
6th? Who didn't I place yet.
I don't think you placed. You didn't. I'm not sure.
Chelsea.
Yeah, you didn't. You said fourth, I think.
Chelsea 4th, United 5th, and then I'll put Tottenham 6th.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do that.
That's fair enough. Okay, and just for the heck of it, who are we relegating?
So I need to see who's in the league. Who do you think?
So Nottingham Forest came in. So did
I think they're staying. I think Nottingham's gonna stay up.
Who else came in?
Bournemouth and Fulham.
Wasn't Fulham there last season?
No.
Yeah, you're right.
I think Fulham is gonna go down. I think Bournemouth is gonna go down. And I low-key want to say Leeds.
Leeds? Because they lost Rafinha or just because?
Yeah, and Phillips.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes, the
Phillips.
midfielder.
I think Leeds are going to go down. I think Everton are going to be low again, but they're not going to be in fear of going down, I don't think.
Okay. I want to go out and just say that maybe Southampton could be one of them this season. I would also say... I'll say Bournemouth because I don't really see anything special about them. I mean, they did win their first game, so I'm not giving them that much credit. But
true.
I just to go out there because we didn't really review this beforehand, so I'm just
kind of winging it,
picking them. Yeah, we're sort of winging this, which is something that isn't new here on this podcast. We just literally,
for sure.
As we mentioned in the first episode, we are literally talking out of our ass here. Sometimes we'll have facts, because we'll know about things. But sometimes we won't. It'll just be opinion, and that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. So I said Southampton, Bournemouth, and then I would also say Leeds. Because I think maybe, I'm assuming that Rafinha was very integral to...
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Leeds' attack. So if, they lose their star player, then...
Bamford still, but I don't think it'll be enough.
There you go. That's my 3-4. And that's our prediction for this season.
Yeah.
That's coming up, and I can't wait, honestly, to have it going. And just so you guys know, we are still doing the Fantasy Premier League. Last season, we had obviously one of our members from the league. They won first place, but they had reached out to me in private, and Damien's well aware of this because I sent him the screenshots. The rules were that, at the end of the season, whoever was to win would get them a copy of FIFA 23 or whatever game it was that they wanted. But he had reached out to us because he was just so ahead of us in the league. He was ahead by 500 points, if not more.
Something like that. It's kind of one of those things where most people will forget about the league, the fantasy league, and like 3 months later, like, oh, I forgot. Yeah. He didn't. He stayed on top of it throughout the whole thing. With respect to him, he deserved to win. He deserved that copy of FIFA, but
he decided to not want the prize because he said just being able to participate and just banter with each other in the group chat that we have on Instagram throughout the season was enough for him.
Yeah,
and
definitely respect to that.
Well, I respect it, honestly. I definitely respect that because anyone else would be like, all right, well, let's just end this now because I'm already 500 points ahead with just give me my FIFA, give me my money for FIFA. But respects to him, he's also in the Premier League fantasy this season again, and the same rules applies for this season, but this time we are cutting the entry fee at the third match week. We are not setting it from 0 like we did last year. No. Because anything can happen in the fantasy league, so you could definitely catch up. Because there was a time where I had caught up to second, and I was literally 5 points behind Declan, the guy who won last year's fantasy. So I'm not gonna start it off from 0 if you join on the third match week. So just so you know, if this video releases after the second match week, you only have a week left to join. And then after that, it's done and we're closing. And if it's just the 3 of us, then so be it. We had fun last year. It was 4 of us. And, hopefully his friend can join us because he had a friend that joined us last season.
He did.
He did join?
Oh, no, sorry. My friend joined.
Okay, cool. So,
Yeah,
we have 4 people right now. If Declan's friend joins this season, then we'll go ahead and see, and we'll have 6 people.
Yeah.
No, 5 people. Sorry. 5 people in the league this year.
How can they join? You gonna put a code right here?
Yeah, right now I'm gonna put
here.
the thing on the screen.
Right here, right now.
Right there.
There's
Boom.
the code.
There's the code. You see it?
Here's another one right here.
And another one. And another one. And then really big here, right in front of the screen, like right there. Just put that in the Fantasy Premier League app, and you'll be able to join our league. It's called La Ligue. I think I called it La Ligue 2. To signify that this is our second league.
We made editing this really hard for you.
Huh?
We made editing this harder for you.
No, that's fine. It's okay. No, I just called it La Ligue.
Yeah. I'm in 2 leagues actually right now.
Yeah?
I'm in that one and one with a bunch of Eric Ten Hag's Army is what it's called.
Oh, wow. A whole bunch of United fans, I'm assuming.
No.
No?
Oh. I'm in a group chat, and we've been updating our group chat name to fit the current manager. So originally it was Ole is clear, then Ragnick is clear, now we have Ten Hag is clear. And there's really only like 3 United fans out of like the 15 people that are there. There's a City fan. There's
I'm assuming the admin's a United fan.
Me, I'm the admin.
Oh, you're the admin.
Me and the owner. You remember FIFA iOS sick pulls?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I could add you to the group chat if you like, but yeah, we're the 2. He's the owner. I'm the admin. We're both United fans, so that's how we've been able to keep the name.
Funny.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, there you go. So we have that active, just so you guys know. I did already post it on Instagram, so if you're following me on Instagram, then the instructions to how to join is there.
Completely free too. There's some that have a like entry fee if there's a prize at the end. But
wait, what?
Sometimes if there's a prize at the end of the thing, there'll be an entry fee. But since we have a prize at the end, but our thing's still gonna be free. Yeah,
our thing is free, and we're also adding a mid-season prize. Because I thought, why not add that in? Because, mid-season, probably the person who's in first and, halfway through the season is not the guy who was in last. Yeah. So just to make things interesting, I'm implementing the mid-season prize to whoever's in first on January 1st. Will win the mid-season prize. And then, obviously, whoever wins the league, the fantasy league, in the league, will win that prize. And I think I won't limit it to FIFA.
I think any video game or
any video game
of equal value would be
of equal value. It's got to be the general
regular standard edition.
Yeah. So in American dollars, that's what, $60. Although if you're next gen, that's like $75, right? $70,
which is fine.
Which is fine. $10 extra, but just let us know. Obviously, when you join. Just to make it easier for us, just when you join the team, how would we know if it's them?
What do you mean?
So that way we add them to the group chat on Instagram. Yeah.
We didn't think this through. Just leave a comment on this video right now.
Yeah, and then just let us know what your username is when you join the league, so then that way we can communicate somehow and then add you to the group chat.
Leave a comment here or message you on Instagram. Mm-hmm. Your Instagram's going to be in the description.
Yep. And then just we communicate there and we add you to the group and then you'll be in. But just so you guys remember, I'm going to say it again one last time, is that the cutoff to join the league is the 3rd match week. After that, I'm going to lock it. And whoever's in is in, and whoever didn't get in is not going to get in. I'm sorry. This year we did, that's on my end because I've been so busy myself. I should have posted the announcement before, but because the days literally flew by, and literally the first day of match day surprised me, I wasn't able to get this out as soon as possible. So that's on me. But I am going to be cutting it off at the 3rd match week. So so just to make it fair. Last year, I think I was very fair and made it the 5th match week. Yeah. And we all started at 0 at that point.
Everyone reset.
We all reset it at 0, and, it was fair. But this time around, we're just going to, again, just cut it off at 3rd. And whoever's there. And we're all going to be with the points that we did when we joined in the league. Yeah. That's the announcements for what we have going on. Yeah.
Talk about FIFA.
FIFA 22. Rest in peace.
Yeah, well, not yet. We're still opening packs. Still.
It's dead. It's dead.
It's
dead. It's done. It's over.
But also is the most fun period right now with all these the cards and all that stuff. I'm having fun with the packs now.
Yeah.
Overall, it's been a roller coaster for me. Mm-hmm. I think for you as well.
Oh yeah.
Where for me, it's been kind of a pattern of. I get on the game, I play it for a few months or a few weeks. I don't pack anyone good. My team falls behind the power curve, and I get annoyed and get off.
Mm-hmm.
And then I get back on when I still get on occasionally, do some packs and stuff. Then I'll pack someone amazing, and I'll be dragged back into it.
Yeah.
And stuck, and I think that's been my general theme.
For me, it's been. I gave up on FIFA, I think, after New Year's.
Yeah.
After that, I was haunted like once in a blue moon. I'd go on there to do my SPCs, and if I didn't pack anyone, I was like, okay, well.
Yeah.
You know, I felt like I was also falling behind that power curve as well.
Yeah.
So at that point, you know, you're going up against, you know, your Messis, your Ronaldos, your
Mbappe's.
Whatever special promo was out at the time with the insanely rated players, you know,
99 pace center backs. And
so I just couldn't keep up. So I gave up after a while. But then...
It's become very pay to win. I think it's always been pay to win, but I think even more so this season, this FIFA. But overall, I think the gameplay, I didn't really... a lot of people complained about it. I didn't really see an issue with the gameplay itself. Mm-hmm. But I think there's been too many promos. The market was completely different this FIFA.
It was so dead.
It was dead by November.
Yeah, everyone was dirt cheap throughout the whole...
And I think preview packs are to blame for that, and the crazy amount of free packs that you do get. So yeah, I think it's been decent. I do think that the next FIFA will be worse in my opinion, but
right, because as you guys may not know, me and Damon again this year have gotten the beta codes to go ahead and test out FIFA 23. I haven't been able to play on my end because I've just been so busy going out and stuff, but Damien actually got his beta code but for the Ultimate Team version, I got it for the career mode.
Yeah.
So if you want to speak about that a little bit.
So I haven't actually played any games. Bless you. I haven't actually played any games. So I can't... Well, I played like the training game, but I can't talk about gameplay. The new chemistry system is good and bad. I think it's really good for squad building, and it's going to be really fun to... You could just put a starting 11 of whoever you want. You don't need meta players. You don't need... Like, I mean, you know, you can use whatever you want. They don't need to link to each other. Because if you have 0 chem, it's still, like, base stats. It's not negatively impacted. However, the SBCs, I think, are going to be horrible. As I've shown you in the beta, they have been really bad. I think they're going to be really expensive, which I think is their way of combating the dead market thing that happened.
Oh, now that... Yeah,
okay. But it's ridiculous. Like, if you have a CDM... And normally you could play him at CM and he'd get 10 chem. He gets 0 now.
Yeah, straight 0.
And it's like, now there was a requirement for the gold upgrade. It's always 40 chemistry. Now it was 20, but it's 20 team chemistry.
Yeah.
So if you have a player at CDM on CM, he gets 0. And you need to gather 20 for the whole team. And he is now not giving anyone else chemistry. It's a whole thing. I'm sure you could watch 8 million YouTube videos that talk about it. I've seen a bunch, but... It's pretty bad. I think it's gonna, unless they change it or adjust it, I think it's gonna kill the game or kill the SBCs, which have been the biggest part of the game.
That's true. You know, it's like a puzzle piece. The SBCs are like puzzle pieces, and it's definitely fun being able.
FIFA 17.
Yeah,
it's been great.
Something that's never have been in FIFA in the past. You know, usually when we have duplicates or whatever, just. These high-rated players, we have nothing to do with them.
Yeah.
But now, when SBCs were introduced, that's like, oh my god, you know, it's like a puzzle. You get a pack or whatever, a player even. So now they're changing the system, and like Damien said, I've seen it, and I'm just like, they're confused. I just now started getting a hang of them. So now that we have to go ahead and learn a new way to do SBCs is a little annoying, to be honest with you. But
I've always been the SBC guy. Now I'm gonna.
He's always been the SBC guy. Yeah. No, I've always been like, yo, help me out. So we'll see how it is. I can't give my 2 cents on how FIFA 23 is like because, like I said, I haven't been able to play yet. We just got the codes yesterday, was it? Or 2 days ago?
Yesterday was when it started.
Yeah, we got it like 2 or a day ago, so I haven't been able... I haven't downloaded it, so maybe when I get home earlier today, after I finish editing these videos, I'll go ahead and, play some career mode. And then in the next... Well, probably I won't be able to update you guys because by the time we do the next one, maybe FIFA 23 is already out.
Then we could definitely talk about the gameplay.
Yeah, we'll definitely talk about the gameplay. It'll be different. But yeah, I think, what are you expecting,
I'm expecting FIFA 23 to be the exact same as FIFA 22 besides the thing.
Oh, right, because you...
I mentioned it to Luz before we started filming this that there was actually a ex-EA employee that came out and explained the whole situation. And what the situation is that EA have been building up like new stuff on their old servers, like on their old, so like after FIFA 15 they didn't completely wipe everything and start from the bottom up. They've just been adding to it. So FIFA 16, 17, 18, that's all part of the code still. So it's kind of like a jumbled up mess. That's why when there's like a small issue, like people not getting Twitch Prime packs, it takes them weeks to fix. So they said that FIFA 24 is not going to be called FIFA, it's going to be EA Football or something.
Yeah, it's going to be EA only.
EAFC or whatever it's going to be called. I think that's when they're going to rebuild, which is, I think then is when we're going to see some real changes, but I think now it's just going to be the same exact copy and paste that we've been seeing the last 5 years. So I'm not hopeful for it.
That's kind of crazy though when you think about it, like having to build... What was it? You said 13? FIFA 13? You're building on top from all of those years of game, and you just didn't bother to go ahead and even start with something fresh.
They couldn't.
They couldn't?
They couldn't for whatever reason it was. But, yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, it's definitely crazy. And, hopefully by the time when they depart from FIFA and become whatever EA Soccer, whatever they want to call themselves, hopefully it does become a better system. You did say that. The guy said that. Yeah.
But that's just one guy. We don't know how true it is, but it's one ex-EA employee. But it does make a lot of sense.
It's rumors, speculations, etc., etc. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes.
FIFA
hopefully. I'm
not looking forward to. I am looking forward to a few new games, though.
What games are you looking forward to?
I think I mentioned this the last podcast, Hogwarts Legacy, my main one. It's gonna be for me my game of the year, personal. It's coming in around November, I believe.
Which game? Sorry.
Hogwarts Legacy.
Oh yeah.
That game
didn't they delayed it? It wasn't supposed to come out last year.
Yeah, they delayed it, which I'm good. Which I'm happy with. I want it to be polished, perfect. I don't want any issues with it. Right. I'm really looking forward to that game. For those who don't know, an open world, Harry Potter world.
I think it's based before the movie.
Way before Dumbledore, before everything that. So that's gonna be interesting. Modern Warfare 2, I'm also looking forward to.
Yes, I'm excited for that.
Modern Warfare Modern Warfare, the new one, not the old one.
Modern Warfare 2019.
Yeah, that was the last good COD. I didn't really... Cold War I didn't enjoy. Vanguard didn't work for me. I wasn't able to play it. So I'm looking forward to Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah, I never got the chance to play Vanguard, so I can't say too much about it. But Cold War was okay. I just felt it was very fast-paced.
It was boring to me.
Me, Damien, and everyone else, we just played Warzone pretty much. We just forgot about buying the main copies of Call of Duties because we
had them. But Warzone, even now, Warzone died with a new map.
The Caldera map. Yeah, I don't like that map. I go on Warzone, but every time they only have Rebirth.
Yeah.
The Rebirth Island just pretty much the Rebirth Island.
Yeah.
Because I really do not like the whole jungle vibes. It's so annoying. It's so open-spaced. And even with the Mercenaries, I think the Mercenaries whatever themed pack where they're like in the little island, but still considered Warzone. I still don't like that one because it's just, I don't know. I like the whole city aspect of it, like what we had of Verdansk.
Yeah.
That one I really enjoyed.
Yeah, me too.
Even though everyone was complaining that, they should change the map, but look at us now. They changed the map and we didn't like it. So, like I said, sometimes you don't know you have it good until you've lost it.
Yeah, I've been getting my Battle Royale fix from Apex. Me and our friends. I'm like almost level 500.
Wow.
I've been really into Apex. I think for me, I've had more fun playing Apex than I have Fortnite and Warzone.
Mm-hmm.
I think Warzone has more dumb moments, but actual gameplay wise, I think I'm pretty good at Apex. I'm really enjoying it. Just adds a new aspect with the whole hero shooter game mode where each character has different abilities and stuff like that. I've been really enjoying Apex. Though.
This is coming from the guy who gave it some lip.
I did.
Before.
I tried it. I tried it for one game previously when it first came out, but I was so into Fortnite, and I was like, that was when I was younger. Fortnite was just coming out. I was really into Fortnite. I was like, I'm not playing it. I downloaded it. I tried one game. I was like, what is this? I don't like it. It was different. But I gave it another chance recently, and I did really enjoy it. I did really like it.
Yeah, I gave it a... They invited me to a few games. It was okay. But, I don't know. For me, it's like I still sort of prefer Call of Duty.
Yeah.
You know, I know Fortnite right now, they have the... what do you call it? The no build. I don't know if they still have that.
Yeah, it's a permanent game mode.
So I did enjoy that, but I don't know. I'm always being pulled back to Call of Duty for some reason. I guess because I've been playing that for so long. I'm not saying that I didn't enjoy Apex, but I don't know. I still prefer.
Looking at it now, I have over 600 hours on Apex.
Jeez.
360 and 260. But then there's Fortnite on first place with 1,700 hours played on Fortnite. But a lot of that was leaving the game on while I fell asleep because I used to do that every single night. Warzone was 1,730. That's
straight playing.
Straight quarantine.
I think literally every time I would log on, you would always still be on Call of Duty.
During quarantine,
we
were locked up in the house. That was 24/7 Warzone. I grinded that game.
Yeah, that's crazy. But I can't wait for Modern Warfare 2 to come out later in the year, and then FIFA is coming out. Yeah. I'm not sure if I'm gonna pre-order it. I still don't know when the cutoff to get the promotions is, but I need to look into it if I really want to get. Yeah, I need to, get on it as soon as possible if I really want to enjoy the promotions.
I do hope in FIFA 23 they do a good World Cup game mode.
Right, because the World Cup is definitely in November this year.
Just around the corner. 100 days as of today.
Wow. Alright, guys, we apologize for that. We had a little bit of technical difficulties. My laptop decided to die while we were touching up on that last subject.
Yeah.
He had warned me before, but I thought we had enough time to finish up the podcast. But I guess with the podcast, you never really know when you're going to finish. You know, we sometimes set it for an hour.
Especially when we're just winging it like this.
Yeah, when we're winging it, but I guess we got inspired this time around. Right. We did hit the 1 hour mark, so that's pretty good. But yeah, we were talking about the World Cup that's happening later in the year in November.
In 100 days as of today, actually.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they moved it a day earlier due to Qatar wanting to play first, which makes sense. The opening team usually plays first. I don't know what the situation was, so I forget who they're gonna play, but they're gonna play opening day before everyone else. But a lot of people saying they're not gonna watch it. A lot of people in the footballing world, like experts and stuff like that, saying they're not gonna watch it. They're not gonna.
Yeah, because people are.
Many people died.
Making all the stadiums and so on and so forth.
And like the whole, I understand the rules. It's extreme for, like the whole, you can't drink at all at stadiums. It's completely illegal.
Oh, right.
If you're caught having sex outside of marriage, you are sentenced to prison for life.
What?
If you are caught engaging in a gay or like a lesbian or whatever relationship, that's death penalty. Like their laws, that's a lot of people are saying respect those laws. I think some of those laws shouldn't be respected, honestly. But that's political. That's not for now. But a lot of the fans that are going to travel really need to be careful. If you're caught even watching adult videos,
right,
that's years in jail. You're facing.
What the? Oh my god! I was not aware of all that.
Yeah. They like brief you before you go to the country and everything. All the rules, everything. Obviously, women, if they do go into a religious area, like a mosque or anything, they do have to cover their hair. That I understand. Respect, like that. Be respectful. Some things I don't agree with, but like, whatever. Alcohol, I get to be respectful. But I don't think the World Cup should have been there in the first place.
Right, that's a whole mess because
all corruption and they paid off FIFA. And
I mean, okay, in some ways I understand the no alcohol because
that's part of.
I mean, I get it. You know, people like to have fun at a sporting event. Alcohol is the way to go and get a little light, whatever. I guess in this aspect, it's good because then that means there won't be as many fights in case, there is a fight that breaks up because it's a World Cup, right?
Yeah.
Tensions are high, people get very patriotic,
You get drunk.
and you get drunk. So it's like a bad mixture because you're going to start wanting to throw fists and throw hands with anyone who is not wearing the same jersey as you, right? So I guess in that ways it's good, but like, are they going to be checking your hotel rooms if you're not?
I don't know.
How is that going to
know.
go down? That's the, that's a little sus.
I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know how the laws work exactly over there. I'm just saying what I've seen online. Obviously, from a viewer standpoint, it being in November kind of sucks, I think.
Yeah.
Because it's right in the middle of the leagues.
Right.
It's going to have to pause, and then the leagues are going to have to be extended past, like, June and stuff like that. It's an inconvenience to everyone. I don't think it'll be that bad. But
I personally think it's not fair for the players because it's
especially now with after COVID, after quarantine, they had all those games at one time. Look how many injuries happened.
Yeah.
And now it's gonna be the same thing this season, and I don't know. It's gonna be interesting, but
it's a whole mess, and it's something that should have been avoided.
I'm still gonna watch it. Still gonna support Poland, who are in a group with Argentina, which I blame the Polish manager. He said he wants Argentina because he's a Messi fan.
Oh.
Saudi Arabia, which should be an easy win, and then Mexico, which we're gonna watch together. Try not to kill each other. That's gonna be really, really interesting.
I'm gonna have those days off. I'm gonna hope to have those days off.
I'm gonna request them off right now. Single Poland game, I'm requesting off.
So we can go ahead and enjoy those days off, because it's the World. Come on, it's like the World Cup. I would have done the same thing if it was in the summer,
Yeah, I can't miss Poland games. The Euros years ago, my dad actually pulled me out of school.
I'm dead.
For the years, we went to a bar in Queens actually and watched the game.
That's really cool. Yeah, but the World Cup is in November. Something new. I think it's gonna run through Thanksgiving. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting having to sit down, giving thanks, for the Thanksgiving food, and then becoming
watch Mbappe score a hat trick.
Mbappe score a hat trick at well, no, before that. No, not even. It's because it's gonna be in the day, and the food's at night. Well, depending on
the games are gonna be really early, actually.
Oh.
So I was looking. For the group stage, they range from 5 a.m.
Oh my god.
Till like 2 p.m.
Right, because it's on. Yeah.
So I was looking at Poland. There's a Poland game that's gonna be at 6 a.m. That's our earliest kickoff.
Yikes.
But yeah, it's not that bad. I still feel really bad for Australians, not specifically for this World Cup, but for the Premier League.
Mm-hmm.
They need to wake up at like 3 a.m. to watch some games.
Jesus.
Yeah,
those are dedicated fans, just like fans in China.
Yeah.
Damn, that's tough. Yeah. But I'm excited because I think this is something that we've also been talking about in the past. Like, hopefully we have like Poland versus Mexico in the group stage. Yeah. In the World Cup, and we finally
in general, Poland versus Mexico in anything.
Yeah.
We wanted to watch, and now
we finally get to do it in a official like match setting. It's not a friendly or anything. It's an official game.
And it's 2 games too.
2 games. So it's gonna be very exciting to see that. I'm gonna come over. We're gonna have, I guess, since you're saying it's in the mornings.
Yeah.
We're gonna have some breakfast.
Be legal here.
Alcohol will be legal. It's gonna be in the mornings. So we'll have breakfast and
couple mimosas
and beer, mimosas. Yeah, so it's gonna be a good time. We'll keep you updated. Maybe we'll do something like live reactions.
Yeah, watch along
of the games. So I'm excited for that. That's actually I'm always excited to watch the World Cup.
Yeah.
Because it just has a different vibe to it.
Yeah, of course. Especially that South Africa one.
The South Africa one.
10.
Yes. The South Africa one was amazing.
The songs that came from that.
Shakira, making that banger and just it's sticking
Brazil
to
one too.
Anything related.
2014 was good. We've had some good World Cups.
Yeah.
Hopefully this one, despite all the controversy, hopefully the actual football is still good.
Yes, for sure, because that's what unites everyone.
Yep.
To get into like that aspect, But we'll see. I'm hoping for some good results, some good games, some good goals. good memories. You know, just like when we did in 2014 when we had
We
the
need to
McDonald's.
get those posters.
Oh yes, from Upper 90. Shout out to Upper 90. We haven't been there in a minute.
We need to get those posters if they still have them. They give brackets posters where you fill out
the results.
Yeah, you fill out the results and everything like that, and they're really cool. We had them for the Brazil World Cup,
and
the Russia one,
and the sticker book.
Sticker book.
The
That's
sticker
right.
books were fun. I love the sticker book. I don't think I completed the one from Russia. I almost completed the one from 2014. Yeah, because we did the 2018 one, but I don't think I ever got that into the one in 2018.
It's because it was easier for us to go straight to the store after school.
Yeah.
It's like $5, get 5 packs.
Yeah, Upper 90.
We used to... Okay, I'm sorry, Upper 90, if you're listening. We used to steal the cards, the trading cards.
The trading cards,
Not
right?
the purchasable ones.
Not the purchase. We bought those legally, but when it came to trading, we take like an extra 10. An extra 5 or 10.
I don't think they cared. They had thousands of them.
They had thousands. No, but I remember, I think I went there by myself during 2018. And they were keeping an eye out for those traded stickers.
Probably because of us.
Probably because of us, you know, because they were like, this box is a little empty in 2014. And then so in 2018, they decided to have someone there.
We were kids.
We just wanted to complete our sets. We wanted to complete our pages, whatever. I was mostly into completing, Mexico because obviously, get the badge. It's just...
wasn't in it at the time.
Yeah, so it was fun, Sorry, if we have to pay for it, then I'm not coming back to your store. But yeah, it was a fun time. I can't wait to also have that experience again because I really did enjoy.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Having the sticker books. That was really fun.
And now we have adult money to spend on it.
Hopefully, this is just like throwing it out there, Funko. But like, you guys should do like something World Cup.
That would be cool.
That would be very cool just to have, like a... I highly doubt Chicharito's going to play in for Mexico in the World Cup, but it would, just for as an example, just to have like a Chicharito Funko Pop.
You heard what he was saying the other day, right?
No, I don't know what he was saying.
They asked him if he would go to United, and he said if they asked me, I'd play for free.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So a lot of fans were wanting him back just for like nostalgia reasons.
Reasons.
We can't keep signing all these old people.
Yeah, that's an issue. Plus, I don't know how his form's been.
Yeah, I don't watch MLS.
But he plays for the MLS. He's like 34. He's past his prime, I would say.
Way past his prime.
He did play for a United team. He played for West Ham United a couple seasons ago, and it wasn't that great.
Played for Manchester United a long time ago, obviously.
Yeah, Manchester United was... Oof. I was in elementary school, I think. No, sorry. Middle school. I was in middle school when he played for Manchester United. I remember he was like the hype.
Yeah, him and Kagawa together was back in the day.
But yeah, again, I really would like if Funko did a thing because I'm into really Funkos cool, now. Yeah. But because now all they have is like club
they're all like
teams.
Not good ones. All the United ones they have that I think are Alexis Sanchez and De Gea. Which De Gea I have?
Alexis Sanchez, Ibra, Lukaku. Yeah, there's the Ibra one. Lukaku, and I think that's it if I remember correctly. But they made so many Liverpool and PSG ones that I'm just like, yo, come on.
Yeah.
For Chelsea, I think they only did Hazard. They did Hazard, they did David Luiz, they did Gary Cahill, they did Conte, Pulisic, and Kepa. They had 6. But for United, I think they only had the 4. But they keep releasing PSG players and Liverpool players, and I'm just like, bro, like, come on, just release more.
Yeah.
Of variety, maybe they don't sell.
It's probably not big in the football community. Funko Pops.
Yeah, I have in my current collection. I have a Hazard and Kepa. Kepa because he's I want to. Well, I only bought Kepa for this reason. I think when was it? I think it might have been in the Champions League. I think, but it was a penalty shootout, and he actually managed to get us through. And so I was like, I need to get a Kepa Funko Pop because to pay...
I got you Hazard, right?
No, you didn't.
Did I not?
No, I bought one myself. Yeah. You haven't given me a soccer one. I don't think you've given me a Funko. Oh no, you gave me the Spider-Man.
Yeah,
and the Christmas sweater. And the Stanley one. Yeah, Stanley. No, you haven't given me a soccer one though.
I gave you something. David Luiz little figurine, I think.
Yeah, the little bobblehead figurine. So yeah, but Funko, if you guys are listening to this, which I highly doubt you are, but...
And I got you 2 Funkos this year for your birthday.
Christmas.
Your birthday too.
What you get me from?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
You asked for 2 for me and Terry, so we got you those. I don't know. We'll see.
I thought that was Christmas. Whatever. Anyways, but yeah, that's the World Cup.
Yeah.
Now this is something I just wanted to talk about. Because I am a fan of movies and superhero movies in general, but I love a good movie. All right. But the one thing I want to talk about right now, I don't know if you've ever heard of it or what's going on with DC currently.
No.
But they're canceling a lot of their projects.
Really?
Because, correct me if I'm wrong, people who are listening to this podcast, but I think Warner Brothers merged with DC. I think Warner Brothers Discovery, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
They're now in charge of like their projects, and they have a say in what gets released and what gets produced. So they recently canceled an unreleased Batgirl movie, I think it was. Unreleased Batgirl movie, and they canceled so many other projects such as I think it was Teen Titans and Doom Patrol. I've never watched any of these shows, but from what I understood from some of the comments that I read on Twitter is that I think, you know, some of these shows, like the ones that have already been released and they've been canceled, some of these shows were really decent, and for them to just go ahead and get rid of that. And especially the big controversy being is, for example, the excuse for Batgirl being canceled was because it had poor screen reviews.
Oh, wow.
So, you know, the test screenings and stuff with audiences. Yeah. So apparently it didn't have a good test score. But then someone went on and leaked the test scores for Black Adam, which The Rock, you know, Dwayne The Rock Johnson is in. Apparently he had the same scores.
Oh, wow.
In the test screenings, but there's still, and I think that movie is being released in a couple of months, or maybe it's already released. But you know, they didn't cancel that one.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So it's like people are saying, like, oh, maybe it's like a sexist thing because Batgirl is a female, whatever.
I wouldn't be surprised.
In
Hollywood,
it's The Rock. You know, The Rock is like he's been in every movie ever.
The Rock's gonna bring money no matter what movie he's in.
Right. So, so people are saying that's kind of messed up, and then, you know. Then the other controversy is, you know, they cancel all these other, you know, shows or movies or planned projects that they had planned out. But what about the Flash movie? You know, Ezra Miller, you know, being
his
very...
controversy is...
Well, correction, their pronouns is they, them. So,
sorry.
Just to be correct here, sorry.
Yeah, I know that.
They have been very controversial in recent times where they've gone state to state. Well, starting in Hawaii by assaulting some you know, bystanders, tourists, whatever, people from Hawaii. And then I heard this thing about like he kidnapped his girl, and he's part of a cult, and he wants to resurrect the Antichrist. I'm so sorry that they want to resurrect the Antichrist and. Yeah, whatever.
It's ridiculous.
It's a weird thing, but they still haven't canceled their movie. And I read yesterday that Warner Brothers or whoever is in charge, whoever the hell is in charge at DC. DC right now is a mess, right?
Sounds like it.
So this is the options they have for Ezra Miller's The Flash movie, right? Mm-hmm. I think it was 3 options. The first option makes no sense to me because it just adds to the fire. Okay, so the first option is for them to explain their actions and why they did what they did. That did not make sense to me at all when I read that. Because that's just going to be like, what if he's very sincere about why?
That's ridiculous. And
it just adds fuel to the fire, right? Yeah. And then the other option is either to... the second option is stupid too because it's like not having do press tour. The press, you know, doing all the press, but still release the movie. And then the third and final option is to recast him.
That would make the most sense.
The last one would make so much sense. And based on what you've told me and what I've also read on Twitter is that the Flash from the Flash TV show from CW, I've been reading and from what you've told me is that he's been the better Flash and he should have probably received
100%
that movie. And, you know, if you guys already have... Well, if DC... Not to say that you're part of DC and you're... Whatever. Uh-huh. If they already have a better Flash, you know, they should have probably added him to the Justice League movie. Or, you know, they probably just should have gave him the movie, you know?
Yeah, but I guess if they don't want to do the whole, like... since it's two different universes, I
True.
guess, or that whole thing. I know that's very touchy. Like that whole, it's very fragile. That whole multiverse thing.
That's true.
So, well, yeah, I don't know. I think it's
crazy. It's DC right now is a mess.
Sounds
I know.
like
they tried getting Henry Cavill, which was the Superman that they had recently. Apparently, he doesn't want to come back for Superman anymore. So we lost the best Superman, in my opinion, in so many years. So that's that. And then they also want to make a 10-year plan, but have the MCU as their model. I don't think that's gonna happen because of this whole mess that they're going through right now. But yeah, that's the mess that's going on with DC. MCU is having their little issues with their FX, their VFX, not being polished as back in the day.
I saw people talking about that.
Yeah, but they're releasing so much, so it's understandable. But it's a big company. They're owned by Disney, so they should be doing better. They probably have like a bigger sort of budget and so on and so forth. But I think the last movie, and I mentioned this in one of my other videos when I was doing an unboxing, I think the last polished Marvel movie was Shang-Chi, and that came out 2 years ago. It's a pretty good movie. You should watch it. But yeah, that's just my take on the movies. You don't really watch movies. You pretty much a show guy.
I'm a show person. I'm rewatching Prison Break right now.
Yeah, so
I watched Better Call Saul recently.
And that's coming to an end too, right?
It's over, I think. Yeah. But I'm still not caught up to the last season of that. Ozark I'm watching.
Okay.
Great
I heard about that show.
Great show. Yeah, I'm more of a serious show kind of person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a list of Stranger Things I want to watch as well.
You should catch up on that last season.
I've only seen the first episode.
Good. That last season was pretty good.
Not a big fan of sci-fi though.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know. All right. Well then, you have anything else to mention in this?
No, I think we got everything covered.
Yeah. Sorry about that little technical difficulties we had just now. A little hiccup. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. This is our first podcast back for about a year, if not more.
Yeah. Try to do them more frequently, I think.
We want to do them more frequently. I think what we had planned prior to the whole once a month would have been good, and I think we should do that.
We could do that.
Do it on the weekends for sure. So, fingers crossed we're able to keep it this time, but that's the aim, to keep these coming out, once a month. Hopefully, I can convince Damien to at least do a mystery box with me once a month.
We could do that.
I don't mind.
So I got the monthly one still.
Yeah.
So we could do that.
So we'll see what happens. Just again, as I've always been saying, click that bell notification so you guys know when we upload and what gets uploaded. Follow me on Instagram. Everything is going to be down in the description. Just click the link. It's so simple. All you have to do is click. And of course, if you don't like the content, then you can just go ahead and unsubscribe. That's, everything is free here. We're not charging you anything. If anything, we're giving things away for free.
Right.
We're just trying to catch the vibes, just vibe. All right. So if you guys like this podcast, give it a like. Comment down what we should talk about next time. Any topics you guys want us to mention, whatever. We'll go ahead and talk about it. And of course, give it a like, subscribe, click the bell notification, and we will see you guys on the next one. Adios.